as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 30 on second down. Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz, he'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27th. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 27 yards. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Front left. Front left. 50, Mike 50. Mike, check. Rip right.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because you could
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mcginnis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Taken in at the 22. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Wentz going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. To throw is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
There we go. Back man. Lefty, lefty. You draw closer.
Now a give right side. Scott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw, it's Wentz. Well, this is caught by Jackson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 38 yards. And then, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Penny, a first down carry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert, 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 alert. Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50.
To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This is caught, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, as the first half is winding down, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Check, crouch, crouch.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion. And they are unable to tie up this football game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 49. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 10 at their 49.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, shoot.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep. This is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, as we hit the home stretch of the regular season, just 3 weeks left. Let's look at the slate for Week 15, some of the more intriguing games. Houston and Tennessee, that's a big one in the AFC South. Rams going to Dallas. Buffalo at Pittsburgh, that's a Sunday night game. And then Charles Davis, he'll be taking his park into the frozen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
There. 54, right there.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, it's an even 15-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, Scott. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Wentz now on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 23 yards on the play.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that, and we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Check 26, check 26.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Listen. I've got you.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, 87 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
QB drop. Check three, check three, check three. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
19. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Wilson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And finding the tight end Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Block that.
They run it with Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Shoot. Hey, watch it.
Now Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Good job right there. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now Rashad Penny. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They come out here in the eye. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a give right side. It's Scott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. They go again with Scott. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
You got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, 74, 74.
They'll look to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.